My name is Sudeep, so I'm speaking on behalf of everybody who's sitting on this table, obviously. With regards to the first question regarding the awareness for all of these three different bodies, the ladies on my left were aware of all three. Me and my friend James, we were aware of SIU because that's kind of really high profile. You switch on the radio and the TV or even Toronto Star or the newspapers, you hear about it. With regards to the OIPRD and the CSPC, to be honest, we weren't even aware of that. So this talks about civilian oversight, but my learning has been that these are all staffed by either current or ex-police officers or retired police officers. So if it is supposed to be, there should be some civilian oversight in that, then obviously it should be staffed with civilians. They could be professional nurses or teachers or paralegal folks, or there are a lot of professionals who would be willing to be part of the civilian oversight. Now, the second question was, have you had any direct interactions with these organizations? None of us on this table had any direct interactions with these. The third one is, what is your perception and expectation? Now, the perception on the table was not really good. The consensus was that all three are biased and questionable. So that's not a very good assessment of the three units. The expectation was that all three would have a better community involvement, more cohesiveness between communities, between the community and the police. And then there should be an initiative for educating the community about the three organizations and to create awareness about their existence and how they actually operate and whom to be approached in case of what. The subsequent question to that is, overall, how confident are you? Again, the consensus was lack of confidence. I'll move on to the next one, which talks about any positive or negative experiences. Luckily for us, we had a couple of positive experiences where the lady on the table, she was unable to put a sticker, a license plate sticker, because her legs were hurting, and then the officer took the sticker and put it himself, so that's good. I'll also, there was one positive, but there are two negatives to talk about. The same lady, she was pulled over because her license was suspended, but the officer took away her insurance card, for which she had to go to the court, and there's a $5,000 fine if you don't have it. So that was kind of, rather than attending to the situation, causing another grief for the lady. Then James, he had a pretty funny incident. He was followed by an officer almost 20 kilometers from Western and Finch all the way up to Morningside. And that is getting followed on the highway 20 kilometers and then being told that everything is okay after having checked his license and insurance and saying that your bumper was shaking. So
1 minute.
So that was, then I'll move to the next one. If you had negative experience, did you report it? No, nobody has reported on this table. Would you consider suggesting somebody else to report it? Yes, in case of physical abuse. Should these organizations make the complaints public? The answer is no, for the fear of reprisals and to protect the confidentiality and privacy of the complainants. In terms of recommendations, the list is not too long, but the number one is education with an ongoing psychological assessment. This pertains more to police officers than to the three units. Emphasis on sensitivity training. So that's a topic which came up a lot of times, that the police officers are not sensitive to the cultural needs of the community, and there is a gap on that. making better disclosures when investigations are complete. So,
Time.
and then the last point is to revamp, review, and educate the public on all three.